Woo! It's Planet W.
Hey.
This is Jay.
This is Dan. What's happening?
And we are back. We are excited. Preseason is here.
Yeah.
We are pre-seasoned.
Yeah.
Just like those delicious fries that you find at the grocery store that have like that, like the batter on it and like
Yeah.
that salt shit that's like an orange. I don't even know what it is, but it's just delicious.
Yeah.
Anybody else hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys hungry? Anyways, preseason. We
Yeah.
are here. We're back for it. It was a great time. We got to go to one of our preseason
Man,
games.
that was so much needed.
We got robbed out of our second preseason game, but
Yeah.
we'll get into that in a second. But, you know, we went to our very first Fever preseason game against the Washington Mystics.
Yeah.
It was a
It was
great
a good
time.
Man, it regular season vibes too. Like,
It
was-
did. It had some regular season
Yeah.
vibes without having the regular season crowd.
Yeah.
There was some empty seats in there. This one wasn't a
Yeah.
sellout.
No.
There were some empty seats in there. There weren't people in our seats that we had to kick out.
Yeah.
But man, it was a lot of fun. We got to. Caitlin Clark did not play.
Yeah. I think that had a lot to do with the crowd.
Yeah, with a thinned out crowd a little
Yeah.
bit. But hey, I mean, Sophie Cunningham is somehow
Yeah,
a
she
superstar
showed
now.
out overnight.
Yeah, she showed out, and then somehow because people thought that, like, I don't know, she picked it up because Caitlin wasn't on the court. Like, the internet seems to think that she's basketball goddess now,
Yeah.
which she's always been that.
She does her job.
Yeah, she's always been that.
Yeah,
So
she
it's kind
does
of
her
weird
job.
that suddenly people are like, wow, Sophie's good now. She always has been.
Yeah.
Welcome to the league, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the league. I have to keep telling people that. Like, I have people that I see on a regular basis that know that I'm a really big Fever fan, so they'll bring up, you know, basically Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese are the only people that they'll bring up.
Yeah.
Occasionally a Paige Beckers. But like I always tell them, like, yeah, I mean, dude, Asia Wilson is literally probably the greatest of all time.
Yeah, there ain't nobody stopping that.
Yeah, like I mean, this whole league is good. These are the players you should pay attention to, and I start listing them all off, and I'm just like, like Natasha Cloud as much as you like Caitlin Clark, like Dejanay, even though she guards her, like these people. They're good. They're worth paying attention to, and they're worth following. So,
Yeah. I mean, pay attention to what they do. They do it well.
yeah. So the Fever won without Caitlin Clark on the floor.
Yeah.
It was cool. Went to overtime.
OT.
But I feel like that was a much needed, like, I think that's good for the morale of the squad.
Yeah, and the newer faces hitting the court, the newer players hitting the court, shaking that rust off.
Yeah.
And getting to gel and work together without the main focal point.
Yeah, and
Right?
and it's kind of one of those, like, it's a boost of confidence of like, look, we're not just Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, we can do this without you.
Yeah, we
Right?
can and it kind of goes back to what I said last year when I did one of the hot takes, which if Caitlin Clark was never even a player in a draft, I think the Fever would still be competing.
Yeah.
They were building all in the right direction.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I think that it's great. I'm really glad. But then they returned the very next day. Was it the very next day? They went to Carver
Yeah.
in Iowa, which robbed us of our second home game, preseason home game. But, I can't be too mad.
Let's let them have it.
We were given
You
the
can have it.
option as season ticket holders. We
That's
were
right.
given the option to go to Iowa, but it's not like the team was providing our travel. We weren't flying out with the team.
Yeah. They wasn't giving no ride. And
Yeah. If we could have got on their jet, then that would have been cool.
Yeah.
but,
Can I just ride back here?
but yeah, we didn't go to Carver Arena, or is it Arena? I don't remember. But yeah, I mean, hey,
Yeah.
Sophie Cunningham's a star now, and also people want Kiki Arafian dead because
Yeah,
they
straight
got
up.
into a little bit of scuffle.
Yeah.
Which Sophie gets into scuffles with
Yeah,
everyone.
all the time.
I think that's why they brought her onto the team.
There's
'Cause
a
they were-
scuffle. There's a scuffle every game.
Like almost every game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just,
That's what makes it great.
yeah,
man.
that's why the W is awesome, because they break up fights every
Yeah.
game. Like, oh, bitch, you want, like, I remember. I remember when JJ squared up on Aaliyah Boston, and Aaliyah
Yeah,
Boston had
oh,
this
man.
look of, oh my God, don't hurt me.
Yeah. Aaliyah's innocent. But Aaliyah's innocent, but she's a dog on the court.
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah,
but she turns into girly girl real quick. Them
Yeah.
eyes went, whoa.
Oh, hey, I don't want to
Yeah,
fight
I don't
you.
want that smoke.
No, I don't want to throw hands. I'll try to block your
Plus,
stuff.
you know, like JJ would probably be a little intimidating to me if she spazzed
Oh,
on me like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Dude, JJ's definitely, she's bigger than me. She's,
Mhm.
kind of intimidating. She's my favorite person.
Yeah.
JJ is by far my favorite player. If it's one player, like, who's your like, people ask me all the time, like, who's your personal collection? And it's like, which is, it's various people, really. Like, my personal
Right.
collection is the in-person autographs that I do.
Yeah.
But, like, as far as, like,
With the one-on-one interactions that I have with
Yeah.
the players, like that, you value that.
but
stuff.
yeah, like, as far as, like, actual, like, player memorabilia and shit, Jonquel Jones.
Yeah.
Like, I have every version of her jersey for every team. I have her shoes for KD shoes.
Yeah, those are
and,
fire.
and like, I love Jonquel Jones. I have her game worn headband.
Yeah.
I
me
take
too.
pictures
That's
with her.
fire.
I'm pretty sure she knows who I am at this point because I
Oh,
always
she has to.
I'm always like, JJ, you're my favorite player. At some point she's gonna go, I fucking know.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell me every time I see you. You don't have to tell me I'm your favorite of all time. You're my GOAT. Fucking MVP. Don't let them fucking forget. I
Yeah.
always say that kind of shit to her. JJ's my favorite.
Yeah.
Also in WNBA news, everyone's ACL is torn.
Straight up.
Everyone
Ouch.
has a torn ACL. They're canceling the season because only 4 players are left. Like, how many? Just off the top of my head, like, was the Katie Lou tore hers?
Three on Seattle.
Yeah, Nika Mule.
Seattle's got a curse right now.
Yeah.
Jordan Horston,
Jordan
Nika Mule,
Horston was the other one, yeah,
Katie
that I was
Lou,
thinking of.
all tore knees. Seattle.
Yeah, man.
Leave Seattle now.
Yeah, Lee Yaroo, get out of there. I like you too much,
And
Lee.
she's going to start this year.
Oh, she's going to be a beast.
I think she's going to start, or maybe Ezzy was just hurt the other night. But I think, man, Seattle's front court, Ezzy, Nneka, Lee Yaroo,
Yeah.
that's scary.
Yeah, that's a scary front court for sure, but they just don't have the depth. They're not going to be that good of a team this year, I don't
Yeah.
think. They're going to be surprising. They're going to definitely take it to some people, but they're not going to be that great of a team. They'll probably make the playoffs because I don't know what the fuck the Valkyries are doing.
Man, you cut one of your top rookies.
Yeah, that's the other thing is like, also which is no surprise at this point in the WNBA preseason, the teams are making cuts.
Yeah.
We cut Bree Hall, the Fever cut Bree Hall, and the other one,
Jillian,
the one that didn't play.
Allen, yeah, she was signed to a training
Jillian,
camp
not
contract
gonna work
anyway.
here anymore, anyways.
Jillian Alien or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. She was signed to a training camp contract. We kind of knew that she was just a camp body.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. So I don't know. Like who else? Do we have more spots like that we got to cut?
Yeah, I think we had to lose 2 more players.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
what are we going with? Probably our other 2 rookies, maybe.
I hope Michaela Timpson makes the team. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know who's on the chopping block. We haven't seen Dantas play this preseason. Or did she play? She might have played in Hawk.
She
in
might have
Carver
played.
in
She
Illinois,
might have played there,
in
but
Iowa. I'm not sure. I didn't even look at the score. I know I seen Kaylin hit a logo
yeah.
3 and point at the announcer, so it was pretty funny, pretty cool situation.
Yeah, that was pretty cool to see. But yeah, I don't see them cutting Dantas. They're not going to cut Sid Colson.
yeah.
It's going to be.
I know Sid threw a fire pass to Natasha Howard behind the back.
Oh, yeah.
It was sick.
Yeah, then they even showed that on the big screen. That was like assist of the game, and we're like, no shit,
Yeah.
no shit, it was
Yeah.
absolutely. But yeah, the Valkyries, they cut one of their rookies that they drafted.
Yeah,
Like it was their
Cheyenne
second round
Sutton.
pick, right?
Yeah.
But still, you guys don't have an identity. You guys already like what you think you're going to compete.
And this was a player that was a nationally accredited player and one of the top 10 picks
yeah,
in this draft. She was a draft invite. She's got great credentials.
Yeah.
So,
such a wasted opportunity.
yeah. And that's like those are the type of pieces that you need starting a team. Like,
yeah,
that's
Cheyenne
weird.
Sellers, they cut her after drafting her, and then the Dream picked her right the fuck back up.
Yeah, come on.
They're like, come on, get
Yeah.
over here. I don't know what they're doing, but we'll get you on this team.
Yeah, her resume is too fire not to give her the opportunity.
And the Dream are looking good.
yeah.
They're looking like a good team. So you took her from being what's probably going to be dead last in the league this year because you're the expansion team into now I'm going to be on a team that's more than likely going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, and building. And just think what the people don't understand. The Dream have like a very potentially top player stashed overseas.
Yeah.
That's just, she's young. And so she's over here gaining experience. Nadia Puck, who they drafted last year, and they stashed her.
Yeah.
So she was like 17 or 18 years old.
Yeah, and like that is my cold take question of the week is do you think that it's good for teams to be cutting rookies?
I think it's crazy.
I think they should have like a reserve roster spot for rookies.
Yeah.
Like I think you should have 2 additional spots that
Yeah,
don't count
like,
towards your bench.
I think it should be like a developmental thing, even if it's a rookie sitting for the
Because-
year and just getting to practice with the players.
Yeah, that
and-
because it doesn't make any sense to me that an expansion team would cut a draft pick. I just that doesn't make any sense to me.
And just think about this: late in the season last year, Phoenix, when they came to Indianapolis, they were depleted. They
Yeah.
had like 7 players dressed
yeah,
at night because they had so many injuries. If you gave them backup spots,
yeah,
right?
yeah. They were asking us to come in and fuck it. Hey, can
Yeah,
you guys play
got
zone?
them backup players. Like Phoenix came here toward the end of the season last year, and I understand playoff implications were out of the way and everything already
Yeah,
for them, right? But they only had like 7 players or
yeah.
8
Coach
players
was trying
dressed.
to negotiate a fucking 3-on-3,
and
match.
then you had
Can we
2
make
players.
this unrivaled?
Then you had 2 players in foul trouble.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, I was like,
wow.
what's going to happen if one of these fouls out? Well, we know what happens. They get a tech and stay in the game, but
Yeah.
it
wild
was
work.
really weird. But yeah, I do remember when that happened because it was like, what's going to happen when they start fouling out? Or what if somebody goes down with an injury?
Yeah, I mean, it's not, eventually the W is going to get to a level where there's 20 to 30 teams, and maybe they'll have some kind of consolation like that. Like the NBA's got a whole another league, and hey, you got hurt, we're going to bring this guy up from the
Yeah.
G League.
Yeah, they have a G League. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Speaking of that Iowa game, the game that the Fever played in Iowa, it was against the Brazilian national team, right?
Yeah.
And the Brazilian national team also played against the Chicago Sky.
Yeah, the night before.
Yeah. And they got fucking wrecked
Yeah. Oh,
both
yeah.
times. Both times. So here's my hot take question because I understand why they do them and I understand all of the reasons. Do you think these exhibition games make much sense?
I don't think the opponent does.
Just because from a
I-
skill standpoint, the skill gap is so wide that I
Yeah.
don't understand how this is good practice for that national team.
No.
Like, I know that that's what it is. It's like, well, these players, they're only like 19, 18, 19. But it's like, I don't think that they're getting the good experience getting trounced like that. That's like,
No.
I have done boxing before. I don't think it would benefit me at all to spar Floyd Mayweather.
No.
Like, I think that it would just be me getting embarrassed. And it would just be like,
Yeah,
oh,
for
wow,
real.
look how far off I am.
Yeah, that was a little excessive.
Yeah, it was a little embarrassing, but I don't know.
The players are like taking pictures with the
Yeah.
stars on the teams and getting their autographs. It was like a great experience for the players. Like, I'm glad they got to do it,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like, it makes no sense, like, developmental wise for the WNBA.
Yeah, I don't see how it makes much sense either. It is a cool thing to watch though.
Yeah.
Like, it's a cool thing to see, especially Camilla. That's where she started. And now she's playing against them.
And then get to
So-
play against them in a professional. I think that's kind of what they did since they went back to LSU for Angel Reese. But Camila was the
Yeah.
Sooner draft pick, so they brought in the Brazilian team.
Yeah.
I don't know why they played the Fever the next day.
Yeah, I'm not really sure
Yeah,
why
like,
they did that.
I have
either.
no clue why the Brazilian team played the Fever. They had no reason doing that, or maybe they just needed somebody to play in Iowa at the time.
Yeah,
And
probably.
everybody else was like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah, did you see the Met Gala pictures
Oh,
from the W
yeah.
players?
Fire.
Yeah, fucking
Fire.
every one of them looking completely on point and gangster as
Yeah.
fuck. Like, dude, Stewie looked like she would have pulled like she looked
Yeah.
like she could have been like the Untouchables and like pulled a gun out of her purse.
Yeah, she had that mafioso vibe.
Yeah, Stewie
Mixed
looking
with
dope.
the pinup, like she had the Betty Boop like curly
Yeah.
Q on her head
Yeah.
with the hair. Stewie killed that.
Yeah,
I think-
Stewie won the Met Gala
Oh, yeah.
fashion show as far as the W is concerned.
and in
JJ's
all
looking
white.
cool.
all white.
Yeah,
Like that's
Yeah.
so as clean can be.
absolutely. Yeah, JJ was on there looking good. Sabrina, I saw her there.
Yeah, JJ killed the hair.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
Standing straight up like that. That's just so hard.
yeah. They definitely. I need to go to the Met Gala just so I can have an excuse to look ridiculous.
I'm coming in there dressed like Adam Sandler, like
Yeah.
ball shorts and a
Just-
hoodie.
They're looking like complete garbage, and people are gonna go.
Yeah.
He's making a genius statement. He
Yeah.
really is. No, he's an artist.
Yeah. He's
Like-
on the red carpet.
Or I just woke up 10 minutes ago and I was like, fuck it. Fuck
Yeah.
it. They'll just think that I'm fucking artsy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to transit the WNBA news is going to be a nice little slow fade into personal foul. Asia's shoe, the A1.
Came out today.
Yeah, it came out today and sold out in minutes. It
Oh,
sold out in
wow.
like 2 minutes. Like, and I heard that a lot of people tried to buy it, and by the time that they went to check out,
Yeah.
gone.
Done.
Yeah.
I missed it. I actually tried to buy this one
Yeah,
and I missed in the raffle.
yeah. Same thing
So-
happened to me with the Kyrie Irving, his very first Anta shoes. That was the only one that I've ever tried to get in on, and I didn't get it. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm never
Yeah.
going to pre-release again."
Yeah, they make you so mad.
Yeah.
So
Yo-
I tried to get the Asia just because it was the first one. I thought, hey,
Yeah.
maybe this.
I
would be
don't like the pink. I want the blue that comes out
Yeah.
next week or in a couple
I
weeks.
think it's in the fifth. I think it says the 15th for the blue one, but
Okay.
who knows? Or that's the next one. I don't know if it's gonna be the blue or not. I hope it's
Yeah.
the blue, because
Yeah. Jewel Lloyd's new shoe, I saw that one recently, and that one sold out before I even realized that it came
Yeah.
out, and that one looks fucking dope.
yeah,
She always makes like the autism awareness shoes where
I
it's like
love 'em.
a lot of color and stuff.
Yeah, I
and that
love 'em.
one's so cool. I love that one. Jewel Lloyd's a hero of mine for sure. And then, which our very last piece of news, which is also firmly a personal foul, All-Star tickets went on sale.
yeah, fuck yeah.
Fever season ticket holders were allowed to get them on a pre-sale. They were also allowed to use bots and buy up as many of them as fucking humanly possible.
Yeah, it's awful.
I was I logged on to Ticketmaster 15 minutes before they went on sale, and I was still like in line, number 300 something or another. And by the time I got in there, our regular seats were long gone by
yeah.
then.
Why don't I get dibs on my seats that I sit in all season long?
Yeah, like I should be able to get dibs on at least those 2 tickets.
Yeah.
And anything around the section wasn't available. There was nothing on the floor at all.
Yeah. It's
There was, like-
crazy work.
Like nosebleed seats were like $279. I was like, oh fuck
Yeah,
me.
it's crazy work.
I don't know if I can do this, but I wasn't able to get in on them anyways because by the time you go to check out, the pre-sale was over, and a lot of people were doing the same thing where it was like, damn, I was about to drop $3,000 on All-Star tickets, and by the time I went to check out, the seats that I were about to buy were already bought.
Yeah, every time you try to check out. I know a lot of people had a lot of problems with the checkout process this year,
Yeah,
trying to buy them. So
yeah.
I think, I mean, isn't there, don't you have something on your website that says, hey, this person has these in their cart?
Yeah.
They're about to buy
Oh,
them.
it's really disappointing, man, because like I've been really looking forward. Like we were really looking for. I still am hell bent on getting into that damn All-Star game.
Yeah, we're going.
But as of right now, we don't have tickets
Yeah.
to either night.
But we are going to go.
Yeah. Like,
So-
and the other thing too is like it pissed me off because I went to buy my tickets and couldn't. and they were all right tickets. They were somewhat around our section where we sit. And then when I couldn't get them, the only ones available were nosebleeds. And it was like, dude,
Yeah, I'm spoiled where I sit.
I am a little bit spoiled because I'm in row 2.
Yeah, I love our section. I love our seats.
Yeah. I like
You
the
know what I
people that
mean?
we sit with too. They're great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
and we have a new crop of some of them this year, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be cool. And fucking our preseason experience so far so good. Getting into the field house was easy. Google Wallet
Yeah.
blows. That's a personal foul
Yeah.
for you. Google Wallet can kiss my balls.
Put this in your Google Wallet.
Yeah, like it was making me like they
Did you ever get it figured out?
no, I never got it figured out because I don't use Google Wallet.
Yeah.
And I went up to show her my parking pass and she goes, "Oh, you have to put it in your Google Wallet first." And I'm like, I don't
I don't have one.
I don't have what? And then I tried and it was like, "You need to activate Google Wallet." I'm like, "Lady, I'm not about to sign up for a thing."
Yeah, I have a Mason Margiela wallet, and you got a Gucci wallet. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, I don't need Google Wallet.
Yeah. I have a Gucci wallet, which that makes me sound a little bit fancier than I actually am.
Yeah.
But I do have a Gucci wallet. So one of our security guards, he has Gucci sunglasses,
Yeah.
not sunglasses, but regular glasses.
You got to have that little flex at some point in time
Yeah.
in your life. You know what I mean? Even if it's something minor like
Yeah,
that.
something really small. Like you got to wear Prada socks. You have to
Yeah.
have like a pair of, like
You know what I
something that you
mean.
can go like, yeah, look at this fucking little tiny little lapel pin. That's
Yeah.
that's fucking a designer something.
You got to have some kind of little flex in there.
Yeah.
You always got to put that little bit of flex in.
Yeah. So yeah, Google Wallet blows. I'm gonna try to do my best to avoid
Yeah.
Google Wallet.
See you, Google.
And I was a little they need to bring back, if they don't bring back the fucking coffee machine or the coffee vendor for day games,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be really disappointed because I wanted to help you make a TikTok to show people how you can vape at your seat.
Yeah.
It's really simple. What you do is, you bring your vape in with you and you go and get a coffee and then
Yeah.
you sit at your seat and you discreetly hit your vape and then you open the lid of that coffee
And blow on your
and
coffee.
you blow that steam off of the top of your coffee. You know what I'm saying?
And the crowd goes wild.
Yeah. So there you go. So
Yeah.
that's how you can vape at your seat
At your seat.
at a basketball game. But it's a summer league, so the only time it's really justifiable is during those day games,
Yeah.
during the noon games.
You
where
gotta
it's
have
like,
the Java house in the early AM.
yeah,
I
absolutely.
work third shift, so that's early for me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Also, one of my favorite parts is these might be. I think the people sitting behind us aren't going to be our regular buddies behind us,
No.
but the people in front of us, they might be. The new people that were sitting in front of us might be our regular people, which I'm partly hoping and hoping not, because the dude in front of us, I had to try so hard to not laugh at this guy because he was joining in on the chants, but the most insincerely I've ever heard anyone join in on the
Yeah,
chants.
just monotone.
Yeah.
like,
Defense. Defense. Let's go fever.
Let's go.
Let's go fever.
Let's go.
I was-
it was awesome.
It was so dull that when he started to do it, like it got to a point where I literally when people say bite your tongue, now I know what they mean. Because there was a point where, because Dan next to me, the asshole that he is, starts going, defense. And I'm like, stop, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I'm leaning over to Johnny like
Defense. And I'm like, dude, stop. You're going to make me just fucking die laughing right now. And then everybody's going to look at me like I'm a psychopath. But yeah, it was a great time. We got to meet the good play. We got to meet Sophie. We got to meet Sophie Cunningham. If there weren't little kids around, I was going to tell her, hey, when I heard you got signed, I was like, oh my fuck.
yeah.
Because that's what she said when she kept missing shots during the skills competition in the All-Star game. She went, oh my fuck.
Yeah, she's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, she's really cool. Lexi Hall was there. She was really cool.
I think I'm gonna grow to love this team. Like,
yeah, I think so too.
like I think they're gonna. You know what? Like they they're interacting and feeding off the energy that they feel
Yeah.
here. And I think all of them feel that, hey, listen, like the eyes are here
Yeah.
and the people are here.
I'm dying to start interacting with Sid. I think her and
Yeah.
I would become great friends because we're
I
both
think
hilarious.
she's probably funny as shit.
Yeah.
Like
so,
just to sit and talk to.
Yeah, so she's gonna be my best friend because her and I are both fucking hilarious. Dewana Bonner, I can't wait to meet her eventually. She's gonna be at one of the player meet and greets. She has to be.
Oh, that's mandatory.
Yeah, I have a Connecticut Sun jersey that I needed to sign, so I can frame it. I still can't believe that Dewana Bonner is on the Fever.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, it's
that
crazy,
one's real
right?
crazy. Let's see. Kiki was cool.
Yeah.
Kiki signed a picture for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was
And
really
she
nice.
Slam selfie.
Yeah.
That was kind of, I mean, I like when that shit happens.
Yeah, I
you know?
like when they get fucking
Hey, come on.
classless. That's completely classless.
Nah, that shit was fire.
You're
That-
taking the.
They were battling it out. Like the
Yeah.
game was a good game.
Yeah, they were acting like it was a playoff game. Like it was. They wanted to win.
And let me tell you, like them rookies for Washington, they were there to make a statement.
Oh yeah.
They were there to make a
Yeah.
statement. They were not playing. Like they were like, hey, like we're here. We're
Yeah.
not having no W moment.
Yeah. Well,
You
what's
know?
her name? The
Sonia Citron. She
yeah,
went
Citrone.
off.
Yeah, she
Went off. Like she had a hell of a game.
Yeah, and also got a little bit awkward because somebody from the Washington Mystics, I think coaching squad, was like standing next to us like the whole game.
Yeah.
And so it was like anytime they would call a foul against the Mystics, he'd be like, "Oh, that's bullshit." And it's like, dude, keep in mind, you're sitting next to fucking Fever
Yeah.
season ticket holders. We might look over and go, "Well, fuck you. Fuck you, buddy."
Yeah, I fucked with him a couple times.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, he seemed to be pretty cool. Hey, I'll give the guy credit too. He was clapping for our players.
Yeah.
Like when they would make a really good play or a really good play, he would go like, "Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. That was a good layup," and shit like that. So yeah, I mean, I'll give that guy.
I'm the same way though. I acknowledge things on both sides
Yeah.
of the ball when
Oh,
I'm
me
watching
too.
the game. I'm like, damn, that was a nice
Oh
pass.
shit, she crossed her up.
Yeah.
I know we should be booing, but come on, appreciate the skill, appreciate fucking game right now. That was great. But yeah, we are back in the field house on the 17th. Regular
Yeah.
season versus Chicago.
Big game. Big.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of hype there.
Yeah, we're coming for you. We did get pictures with you got a picture with Aaliyah Edwards. We got to see.
Yeah, I was trying to get her to take my phone. I'm like, hey, will you take it?
Yeah, Shakira Austin was there. She was warming up, but
Yeah,
didn't
that
play.
was. Yeah, I was like, damn.
She
you
was
didn't
in
dress.
uniform and everything. And
Yeah,
then she went,
pregame, and then she went through some sweats on.
Yeah, and it was just like, nah, I guess I'm not gonna play, which is fine. It's preseason, but she at least stopped and talked. I also got to give. I'm gonna do this with a player that I want to stop and like get like a couple of back and forths with. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be bringing a decent amount of cards for
Yeah.
and give them out to the little kids that are around.
Yeah.
So she
always.
has to stay
Oh, yeah.
and sign more autographs. It's going to hem her up for a little bit. So
Here, talk to these kids. That's what I did. Like, there was only 2 little kids there, which kind of like.
yeah, that was
there
a
at
little.
times, so it was
Yeah,
weaker crowd preseason, but you got to give them a couple cards, and it makes the kids happy too.
yeah. So I brought like 4 or 5 Shakira Austin cards because I wanted her to stop and talk to me. So I was like, "Hey, here you go. If you want these." I'm
because
not
she's
letting you know.
hilarious too.
Yeah, she is funny. I
Yeah.
like Kira. She's funny, and she's super cool. But yeah, we're back in the field house, 17th, Chicago.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
That's going to be really interesting. People are going to be coming from out of town too to support Chicago.
Yeah.
That happens a lot. It's
Yeah.
a nice little
We're
rivalry.
We're close too.
Yeah.
So
So it's fun. It's a lot of fun to be in there for that one because, yeah, it's a good rivalry. And their coaching staff's going to be dicks. They're going to be not wanting us to talk to the players and stuff. Don't
Well,
talk to the players. This isn't a strip club,
yeah,
bro.
this is a new coaching
We're not
staff too.
harassing the girls. Get
This
out
is
of
a
here.
new coaching staff, so I wonder if it might be a different vibe.
Yeah. Because, like, the dudes, like, would, like, push us off of the rail and shit. It's like, motherfucker, this is like my arm
Hey,
rest.
yeah, their coaching staff last time, like I about got into it with the one.
Yeah, because the dude put his hands on us.
Yeah.
He physically pushed us away
I'm like,
when
"Don't
we were
touch
in
me."
our seats. Like, don't lean over the rail. We weren't, motherfucker. We're on the rail. We are on the rail.
Yeah, I pay for this real, bro.
Yeah, get out of here.
Hold this
dick.
bitch up.
Yeah, me and security guard Doug will stomp a fucking mud hole in your ass. Anyways, that's it for us for this week. We will be back soon to talk about the actual season and all the great shit that's coming along. I am so hyped. I'm so hyped up.
Yeah, hopefully we don't hear about no more ACLs, man. I'm
Yeah.
sick of that already.
Cold take question of the week. Whose ACL injury was the best? Who had the best ACL injury? Oh, fuck that, man. I don't want anybody to injure their ACL anymore. Hit us up on our socials, Planet WNBA on Instagram, Dan's Feverville 317 on Instagram.
Yeah.
I am JCraft247 on Twitter/X. And you can also email us, planetwnba@gmail.com. Be nice, because that's where I get my wrestling feedback emailed to me, too. And some of these guys are petty and weird.
Yeah.
I don't really like it. Rate, review, subscribe, all of that good stuff. If you could give us a 5-star or a positive review or a big thumbs up on whatever platform you're listening to, I promise you it helps a lot. And we really appreciate it. And really, aside from that, I guess we will be blasting off. Until next time,
Peace.
we'll see you for the season.